Glassdoor reviews, fake or real? In this video, I'm going to explore the question, is Glassdoor reliable? And it seems the question is no longer, are there fake reviews on Glassdoor, but how can you tell which ones are fake and which ones are real and navigate these in order to make the best decision about a company? Now, I should say up front, I'm not affiliated with Glassdoor in any way, shape or form. This is just a deep dive into a question that I regularly get from job seekers. So we're going to look at how you can tell which reviews on Glassdoor are fake and which ones are real. And we're also going to look at whether Glassdoor is still worth using, considering the growing number of fake reviews, both positive and negative, that seem to have popped up over the years. I'm Amri Celeste, a career coach and HR recruitment specialist with over 10 years hiring experience, and I make videos on how to help you on your job hunting journey. So do like and subscribe as it really helps out this channel. If you're watching this, you probably already know what Glassdoor is, but in case you don't, Glassdoor is a website that has a range of insights on companies and jobs. This includes company ratings, reviews, salaries, interviews, benefits, available jobs, company photos, and lots more. The purpose is to help job seekers gain key information about jobs and companies that they're considering. According to the site, about 50 million people visit each month, and I'd say it's pretty much the go-to place for anonymous reviews to find out any positives or any dirt about the company that you're thinking of working for or whether you're considering a job offer. But with the growing number of fake reviews, both positive and negative, it is hard to sometimes know whether what you're looking at is real. So you can have fake positive reviews to help boost a company's profile, or fake negative reviews, whether from disgruntled former employees, competitors, or a multitude of other sources. And this isn't helped by the fact that Glassdoor reviews are anonymous, so almost anyone can create an account and leave a review. So Glassdoor have shared on their website a commitment to transparency and ensuring the authenticity of their reviews, and also to removing fraudulent reviews, and they encourage job seekers to flag reviews which are then reviewed by their content moderation team. But even with this, there are some reviews that appear to be false that seem to slip through the net. So here are some ways that you can work out which is which. In this next section, we're going to look at how to tell whether Glassdoor reviews are fake or real. The perfect company. An obvious one is when all the reviews on a company are unrealistically positive. If it sounds too good to be true, it probably is. But there are a few patterns and also some telltale signs. As an example, let's say the first handful of reviews on a company are quite poor, so they're 1 or 2 stars. And then you notice that the next 20 or so reviews are polar opposite and 5 stars in every area, and all posted within the same week. It would be suspicious, to say the least, that after a set of bad reviews, suddenly everyone that posts a review after that has had a great time, thinks the hours are great, has a high opinion of the CEO, and everything is 5 stars. And all the reviews are pretty much a mirror of each other. Obviously, a very unlikely pattern. Theme. What is the theme? So that's another thing to look at. So let's say a company has 50 positive and 8 negative reviews, and the 8 negative reviews complain about various different things. The pay is too low, not enough internal promotions, but the one consistent negative factor that is the same throughout all of the negative reviews is long hours. It's much more likely that long hours is a genuine theme and more of a consistent issue. So what you can do if this is a company that you really want to work at, or you have an interview coming up with them, be frank with them in your earlier interviews or interactions with them. Just be upfront and say, I've researched on Glassdoor and a number of reviews mention the long hours. Ask them about work-life balance and whether they regularly ask employees to work late or overtime. You can then assess their answer on whether you feel it's authentic and make your decision based on that, rather than just a review or 2 on Glassdoor. Another thing you can use to help your decision is LinkedIn. Previous employees can be a goldmine of information if you can find people that previously worked there. Unrealistic cons. Another thing to look out for when it comes to false reviews are when positives are framed as cons or negatives. So things like, staff can be ungrateful, they don't appreciate how great the company is, people are just too nice. And I have seen things like this. It's the equivalent of saying that the company is just too perfect. If you're getting value out of this, let me know. Do click like so that this video can be shown to more people looking for Glassdoor reviews. Also subscribe and tap the notification bell, as I'll be creating many more videos to help you on your job hunting journey. Now, a quick negative review warning. I need to add a warning here so that you don't walk away with bags of suspicion that aren't necessary. One thing to remember is that some positive reviews are actually just that, a positive experience from a current or previous employee. Over 40% of people, according to Review, are suspicious if there are no negative reviews, so you should expect some, but of course you're going to pay more attention if they're overwhelmingly negative. And also, only 1.5% of people are actually likely to leave a review, and you're more likely to leave a negative review than a positive one. So just to put that in perspective, that's about 15 people in 1,000. And fair enough, it's an average, not an exact figure, but even if there are a small amount of reviews and some negative, there may be a silent majority that are happy and comfortable in that company. Do you agree? Is Glassdoor reliable, or do you think Glassdoor is completely useless? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Is Glassdoor worth using? So I recommend Glassdoor in my interview prep checklist video, where I cover essential steps that you need to take in order to boost your chances of getting an offer in an interview. And I stick by the fact that Glassdoor is an invaluable tool if you know how to use it. So I do feel that some of the bad rep around Glassdoor fake reviews is a little unfair, and I'll explain why. Are there fake reviews on Glassdoor? Yes. Are there authentic reviews on Glassdoor? Absolutely. But as it's grown in reputation, the authentic reviews have increased along with the fake. So like Amazon or eBay or Google or TripAdvisor, you wouldn't stop using Amazon or Google. You wouldn't ignore those reviews in order to shape your decision. You might just take them with a pinch of salt. When you're researching companies, it can become overwhelming, but just remember that most companies are somewhere in the middle. They're not the best or worst places to work. So even places like Google or Amazon, they may well be great companies, but people leave these companies all the time, and Glassdoor could well be a great resource to find out why. There are a ton of ways that you can use Glassdoor to help you secure your next role, but I would say that you need to adopt caution and not use the first batch of Glassdoor reviews you see as 100% reliable, because you simply don't know. You want to find balanced reviews that include as much detail on what it's like to work for a company as possible. That's a really great clue that the review is more likely to be a real one. Overall, I do recommend Glassdoor, but take the reviews with a pinch of salt. Let me know if you found this helpful in the comments. Thanks for watching, and if you haven't already, like, subscribe, and tap the notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video.